Hey guys, I'm Matt Leavell with WHSL Market. Now I wanted to talk about, as an attendee, what should you expect to walk away from after 2 days at WHSL Market this coming April 21st and 22nd. So before I go into that, let's go through the details. A little bit of housekeeping. April 21st, 22nd in Louisville, Kentucky, at the International Kentucky Convention Center, located right in the heart of downtown Louisville. Beautiful location, beautiful facility, plenty of parking, plenty of lodging, international airport, very centralized for the Midwest and East Coast for driving purposes, depending on how you want to get there. So it's not any trouble to get there, and it's free. You don't have to pay a big ticket to get there, and it is the only conference focused on the liquidation space for small to medium-sized liquidators. So if that is you really have no excuse for not being there. I'm telling you, you are missing out if you are not there. We jam-pack it with value from education that you're not going to find anywhere else, including our State of the Industry survey that is a bunch of people. We're in collaboration with B-Stock this year on that, where we are surveying so that we can give you solid information on what is going on in the industry and what is changing. Information like that. We also have the exhibitors where you can find more supply sources, as well as we have networking opportunities set up to where you can meet peers and really get to learn and get good information and a network that you can rely on year round. So WHSL Market, April 21st, 22nd, get your free tickets at www.whslmarket.com. So getting into what we're going to talk about, what should you expect as an attendee to walk away after 2 days of WHSL Market? To put it plainly, you should walk away knowing what you're going to do next Monday. That's it. It's not some secret. It's not some crazy expectation. We want you to get quality contacts and conversations to where next Monday, you know, I'm following up with these 3 people because I saw super potential in those conversations and in those relationships where we could work together and move the business forward. We're not trying to transform your business overnight. That would be wonderful if we could, or over 2 days, I guess. We can't expect to do that, but what we can do is consistent pushing your business forward so that it gets better and you get better opportunities to grow your business. Now, what would that look like? Well, first thing is you should walk away with a clear understanding of what your buying lane is. Like, what should you be able to buy, the volume you're buying, the type of product you're buying, how does that apply to your business? You should have much more clarity if you do the preparation, ask the right questions when in the conversations you're in. You should have much more clarity on, hey, what am I trying to buy and what do I represent in the industry? How do I pitch myself to suppliers? Number 2, you should have names and notes of people that you want to follow up with. Where did those notes come from? From the conversations you made and the notes you took after you left those conversations. You should be able to have those people and knowing what you're wanting to talk about and follow up with, because remember, deals are going to start being discussed on the showroom floor, but they're never really or rarely going to be closed on the showroom floor. They get closed in the follow-up after the conference. And so you should have names and notes of people you want to follow up with. Number 3, notes on what you learned and what's changed in the industry. How are you going to take that information and really apply it to your business? If some significant changes have happened, you may need to take a look at your model and say, man, if we keep going down this route, we're going to run into some problems. Or know that you're going to run into problems and go ahead and start pre-planning for it if you don't want to change. That's fine. But notes on what you learned and how that applies to your business. Number 4, perspective on what's working in the industry. Isn't that awesome? Like, instead of being on an island and just thinking, well, I think this can work, to be able to walk away from a conference and have true, like, real data telling you this is working. Having had conversations with people who are the ones making it work, telling you, yes, that works. Man, where else can you get that? You can't, that I know of. So WHSL Market, 21st, 22nd, that's where you're going to get it. Last, number 5, we want you walking away with momentum, not exhaustion. So we've really tried to curate and structure the agenda this year in a way that maintains energy. We have certain types of talks that build energy as opposed to put you to sleep. We have tried to create intentional networking and break time to where you can go see the exhibitors and not feeling like you're missing something on the educational stage. We've really tried to curate this from a perspective of maintaining energy. So we want you walking away not worn out, not overwhelmed, but with energy and momentum, knowing exactly what you're going to do next Monday. So if that sounds appealing and that sounds energetic or exciting for your business, then we expect to see you in Louisville, Kentucky, April 21st and 22nd at the WHSL Market. Again, you can get your free tickets at www.whslmarket.com. WHSL Market, where we're built on trust and backed by community.